Hey y'all, it is me, Stop, Drop, and Roll On. And yep, I'm out here in these streets. It's Sunday morning early, and it's kind of overcast looking, as y'all can see back over that way. But what I'm doing, I thought that I had an ingredient, and actually I did have it, but it didn't smell right to me. So I'm like, I'm not down with being sick on any level for any reason. And I might as well not inflict it on myself and on my husband when it can easily be remedied. Okay? So that's what we're going to go do. What I have been doing is creating a different culinary experience every week here in this house here. And really, what I mean by that is I have been introducing new dishes into the menu. And some of this stuff is stuff that Pierre, I don't eat that. And then he end up, hey, that wasn't bad. Like last week, I don't know if I've told y'all this before, but Pierre really does not like salmon. But last week I found a recipe, and I was just determined. It's not like I'm gonna make you like salmon. I had an alternative situation waiting in the wings, of which he knew not of, because Pierre, he will take the path of least resistance when it comes down to this. And it's like, when we were growing up, when my mom cooked something, it wasn't like 2 and 3 choices. This is what we had. This is what you eat. If you don't, you might hear your stomach rumble later on. And it wasn't begging and cajoling. In other words, if we developed certain things that we didn't eat, it was probably after we became adults. Like now, Bubby doesn't like to eat beans. My sister only would eat chicken breast. And she has some other little things that she didn't like. Eggs and stuff like that. But see, homegirl was eating that stuff when we were kids. And Bubby was eating beans too. That's when you get grown and you think, you know. And me, the little chunky sister on the block, I was eating it all. But anyway, I have some things that I just don't get down with anymore at this time. But I have been introducing something new into our menu. And what I normally do, see, today I wouldn't normally be out here, because Saturday early morning when the store opens, and I have one that's open 24 hours a day, and I'll choose the right, but I have to, veer on the side of safety, because people are special out in these byways and highways. Anyway, that particular item was not up to par, so I'm on my way to go get that. Not to mention, I need some jasmine rice, because this particular recipe calls for that. And I'm sure I could use my basmati, but I'm getting jasmine because I want the recipe to be what it is. And I've had some pretty good success with introducing stuff, and I'm just keeping it going. Usually on Friday night, I just think about what I have in the freezer and build a menu for the week around that. And I think I've told y'all this, but if I didn't, I'm telling you now. And if I have, plug your ears up or just listen to it again, like you do when people just ramble and they say stuff and repeat themselves. I'm having one of them moments. Not a senior moment, just a moment. Let's be clear. Anyway, I'm going to go get this, and I just wanted to tell y'all, I hate the term fake it until you make it. But today, I'm getting ready to use that term that I cannot stand. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, y'all, for the last month and a half, I have been getting up and exercising in the morning. And if I don't get it done in the morning, this woman right here has been making it my business to move on some level, are to actively do what I didn't do in that morning. In other words, I've been doing it. I will tell y'all with certainty and not kidding, I have lost now 9 pounds. This week is the start, and this is because it finally clicked that, number one, I can't institute 9 million changes at one time and expect to have success. It just doesn't make sense. It's doable, but it's not sustainable. And that's been my plea and my thing right here as of late. I want to do something that is sustainable. I want to do more sustainable living. I want my diet to be, and when I say diet, I'm talking about the path in which I eat, how I eat. I want that to be sustainable. I mean, something that I can do for the long haul. I'm going to be aware of, working on, challenged by my weight my entire life. I totally understand that. I get it, y'all. For real, I do. But what I'm saying, while I say all that, is that I'm not going to be ruled by my weight all my life. That's not what I mean. This two different things. I plan on being in control. And when you challenge, I mean, just think about it. When you fighting somebody or something like that, challenge just really means that you up against them and they up against you, like that, you know. And it's always going to be a victor. It's always going to be somebody that, you know, a winner and a person that don't win. What I'm saying is, in this thing, it is a struggle. It is also an issue. But I am not going to be conquered, ran, controlled, or made not well by my weight. And that's the reason why I do what I do. I do not want anybody flipping me, turning me, lifting me, pulling me, any of that. I want to be independent from a physical standpoint. I want to be independent on a whole lot of levels. And but we talking about this part right here, right now. So this is what it is. And so what happened? What happened was I just been getting up and doing it, and then actually enjoying it. And then when I start, it's just like anything else. When you enjoy something, you just keep doing it. And you just keep doing it. And then you do it some more, you know. And so that's what I have been experiencing with exercise. And the thing that made me come around the corner, y'all, was this right here. Number one, I found something. The main number thing is the number one thing is I honestly asked God to help me. And it wasn't the first time that I asked him to help me in this situation, but it was the first time that I actually sat back like this with my hands up like this and accepted the help. And I was okay with it not coming in any form that I had predestined and all this stuff in my mind. In other words, I wasn't trying to fix it and tell him how to get in on it and help me. All I was saying was, however you want to get me here, I'm okay with that. Because it's nothing worse than somebody asking you for help, and then you go to help them, and then they brush you off, or you start helping them while they can do something else, and then they stop what they're doing and come over there and start dilly-dallying in what you're doing. And that's what I was doing. Ask God for help. Father, you know, I just need to have my mind renewed in this aspect. I need this, I need that. And then when he starts working with me and working on me, number one, I sit up there and do this. That ain't the way I envision this. This ain't the way this is supposed to go. I mean, in my mind, it's almost like I just wanted to go to bed, and then every morning when I wake up and throw the cover back, and I got my trainers on my feet, my hair is tied up, and I got my gym clothes on. And then not only that, I'm going in there doing whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing, and then the weight fall off in 5 minutes. This is not about losing weight. It's about health. And this it's a verse that Vera reads. She says it a lot on her channel, or she used to anyway. And I want to prosper and be in good health. And my soul is one of those components that ushers that in as your soul prospers. And so when I get up and I tell y'all that first thing first is I'm being thankful and grateful for another day. The second thing is that I'm in the Word of God. Okay? That's important to me. And y'all might be tired of hearing it. If you are, sorry, this is what I do. It's who I am. It's how I be. And I make no apologies for it. But it was a turning point when I just committed myself to getting in the Word, being still, being quiet, being grateful, and taking it a day at a time. I know what I want, but I know that I don't have to be looking down there, because right now my thing is that I need to remain right here and right present, doing what I can do, because this is about health. It's not about anything else, because the rest of the stuff, it is actually a collateral benefit. I'll put it like that. When you get up and you do what you're supposed to be doing, you will have more mental clarity. You're going to have more of a sense of well-being. You're going to even have, pride, but not on a full of yourself pride. It's just like, you know what? I heard from my Maker, and I hear from him, and he wants to commune with me and tell me how to do this thing. And all I got to do is just put my little hands out here and avail myself. And that is what I have been doing. I actually like working out. And I've never, ever, y'all, ever been able to say that with truth. It has always felt like drudgery. It's always felt like purgatory. It's always felt like just pick something. Like something I gotta do. But the truth of the matter is, that's how we are about stuff that we don't like. We don't want to do it for the long-term haul. We do enough of it to get by. It's like asking kids to wash dishes. They know they got to do it, else they going to get in trouble with their parents. But you like to go in there and them plates is greasy, crusty food still on them. Oh, I missed that. Because you're not in it. You just doing it because you've been told to do it. But that's not how I feel now. And I can't explain it. But I can just say that I can actually say that I have been able, for a month and a half, when I was putting the videos up every day, that was for me, but it was also for somebody else, okay? And we now got an understanding, and we communicate. And so that's working. So I'm going to tell y'all my plan. And I'm going to put on here, if it's God's will, and I know it is in this instance, because it's not like I'm going off the wall. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to commit to putting up probably a video a week. And I'm going to try to figure out how to do one of these videos where you just chronicle how your week went. As far as working out and stuff, so y'all will know that I'm doing what I'm doing. And this week I want to, one of my focuses is going to be more weight, because the aerobic part of it, the aerobic activity, which to me is bicycling, and I'm going to take Madeline is my bike, my townie. She's gonna go to the doctor because she needs to be serviced. And when she gets herself right, I'm gonna be out in these streets on my bike. I didn't want to ride my bike, y'all, because I didn't want nobody looking at my behind on that bike, and I didn't want to become a meme in these streets. I don't know if I would have known that I'm a meme in the streets until one of my nieces sent it to me, because I'm not on social media, but you know, I don't want my behind to be viral because here's this seat and here's my hindquarters. I'm going out in these streets and my hindquarters are tied to me, and I'm going to tie something around my waist to make sure it don't get caught up in my spokes, and I'm going in these streets on my bike. I know what I'm doing. You mind yours. That's how I feel about that. I'm telling you, being this age is a very freeing thing, because some of the stuff that I used to think about and be concerned about needlessly, I ain't bothered. The other thing is that I'm going to incorporate, like I was saying, weights. So this week I will be doing, I think this week what I want to do is I want to do my kettlebell. I've been using hand weights, but I really want to do a kettlebell workout. And that's what I'm probably going to be adding in this week for weights. So I just wanted to let y'all know what the plan was. I'm going to go in here and get this ingredient and my rice. And I am going to come out of here because I got to get back, get ready for church, and all that stuff. And that's all I got to say about that. Toodles.